Hello everyone, and welcome to the American Civil War Museum's Homefront Education Series, where we bring the stories of the Civil War and of our collection straight to you at home. Well, I'm Joseph, and today I am again joined by Alena, who is our collection manager. And we've brought an interesting piece out for you all today. It's a single one, but it comes in two parts. And what is it exactly that we're looking at?
It's a reproduction of a uniform from a unit called Zouave. And it was made for the son of Jefferson Davis by Verena Davis when he was 7 years old. The Zouaves were a French fighting unit who got their sort of cheerful uniforms from the Algerians that they were around in northern Africa. And that uniform was considered so beautiful and became so popular in public media, I guess, at the time, that all sorts of smaller military units around the world started to copy this style.
Wow. With
all the trim and the red, and sometimes red trousers, and sometimes fez hats.
Wow.
And anywhere from, Norway to New York militia, and also a very famous unit of Civil War soldiers down in Louisiana.
Right. And so I'm imagining that if this is so popular and it's capturing attention from all of these places, it's probably capturing the imagination of little boys everywhere too.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Even women had little cropped jackets like this, or something like this.
Wow. And so this is for Joseph Davis, is that correct? Or is it for
Jeff Davis Jr.
Ah, okay. So it's for Jefferson Davis Jr. And so this uniform made specifically for him. Wow. And so his mom makes this uniform for him during the war?
Yes. Hand-stitched, of course.
Wow.
Although at about that time, Singer sewing machines were becoming popular and available.
Right.
Because they were having to mass produce uniforms.
Of course.
All of a sudden.
Right. I wonder why. But it's a really great job. And seeing even the conservation of it, it's held up really well.
It has been professionally taken care of. It's still got most of its hooks, which is absolutely amazing.
Wow.
And you can see the tiny, tiny stitches all the way through the lining.
Right.
Now, because 7-year-old boys can't be depended upon to keep their shirts tucked in, a lot of children's trousers had buttonholes to button the bottom of the shirt into the trousers, and they would stay tidy for longer, at least.
Right. Wow. I mean, yeah, I can attest to having at one point in time been a 7-year-old boy. This was definitely...
And a tree climber.
And a tree climber. I also jumped over little creeks a lot, so this is great. Wow. And I have to ask, how did we get this particular piece? Do you know who donated it to us at all?
Verena Davis donated it herself later on in the 1890s.
Wow. So this was donated by the person who actually made it.
Yes.
And that person also happens to have been the wife of Jefferson Davis, therefore the First Lady of the Confederacy.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's an interesting direct line to it too. Wow. And we have a lot of stories exactly like that, and a lot of donations that were given to us through family members in our collection. And I hope that you'll be able to join us as we continue that story and get to see more of these incredible collections items as we go on our collections crawl. So thank you, Alena, for joining us today, and we'll hopefully see you all again in our next video.